Ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing the opposition in all that lane.
Yeah, broadcast up, man. I'm about to try to do real dirty.
Incredible, honestly unforgettable. You would Joe like your belly show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Trying to do real dirty. Told you why I do it on YouTube, because I can always go back and look. See, got that shit. Yeah, right on your game. There you got it. Alright, real. I sent that shit to you, nigga. Come catch this work. Come catch this work, nigga. And I got, have you seen my Superstar X Factor list? Yeah, of course not. You ain't paying attention. Yeah. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I be in my bag like groceries. Jennifer. Nothing but big blocks out this motherfucker. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Superstar X Factors and 2 Superstars. The realest Klansman got that Bazooka. Ronnie Harrison got and Universal coverage. Oh, he's ready. Time to give you this work, real. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I didn't grab the few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Zach Ertz. Competition never matched me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Show don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. Okay. I figured out the rest.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Jacksonville Jaguars. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Go to YouTube and type in my name, Big T-Ski.
Come on, set, 90, Wolf. Left guard defense. Left guard defense. All right, here we go. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Whip.
On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
Sponge. No. Check. Fragna, fight.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Fournette, a first down carry. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Let's go now. 60 Pittsburgh.
Okay. Cover 3 sheets. So.
Hey, it's all ours. Switch. Hey! Motion me out.
On second down now. It's Barker. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
Go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Carr. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Someone came to play today.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We heard about it all week, didn't we? Especially when we visited practice. He thought he had a good matchup in front of him, and he's taking full advantage right now.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Kill. Kill. Express.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
Hey, watch it. Alert flare. Shoot. Hey, stand off. Get it.
Fournette running right. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
You got to look at it when you get an opportunity at
the Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46, and they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Now.
They'll try the right side here with Fournette. A gain there of 21 yards. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating him up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run with that.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette. His 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And it's now 21-0.
21-0. Told you, doing this nigga dirty today.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Y'all niggas want to keep coming out? That L shit all the time? Good. Yes, sir. Now we're in there.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here. An inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after one.
Too fast, man. And I got a dime out there.
One down. 180. That's trash.
Carr now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From midfield, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Carr again. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Carr now to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this defense will take over right at midfield. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Hard. Rush in. Gone.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Go. Bumps out the helmet. Here we go.
Now Fournette. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Back to throw here. The open man is Westbrook. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Switch.
2nd and 9 now. And this one into the hands of DJ Shark. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On the double. 52. Right here. Pilot, 64. Reach.
2nd and 11. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set. And racing, going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to give a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Watch the safety creep. Recon, 132 fighter.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Well, not a huge gain there as we head towards the 2-minute warning. It'll be interesting to me to see what they decide to do after the timeout.
The Raiders on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slapped up here sometimes.
Yeah.
You. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes.
Well, the Chiefs made it. They continuing on.
I know this nigga real mad as a bitch right now, bro. Watch him go for it on 4th down. I know niggas is gonna complain about me, but I don't care, bro. This the way the world plays, so I'm playing that way too.
What are you talking about, T-Ski? T-Ski, what you talking about over here?
Blitzing the shit out of real, man.
How about this? 4th and
I'm sleep, bro. Everybody don't blitz, bro.
They do go for it. It's Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And nearly a touchdown as they finally stop.
False money. Another pick.
The 3-yard line.
Let's go.
He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now...
Oh, you playing real now?
Yeah.
He won't just get teased.
Oh, shit. I need to watch that game. I ain't watched the game in a nice little minute.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Why YouTube ain't loading up, bro? What the hell?
I don't know what's going on, man. You might have to watch it on your phone.
Yeah, I might have to. I think so, too. I think I start following it, too. I don't know. I might have.
That shit's annoying as a bitch. I hate that PlayStation do that shit.
Yeah. Terry Lee.
Wow.
And the route is on here in this first half.
Oh shit, 34-0.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3.
Oh.
I hope you the Jags, TC.
Yeah.
Right around the 36.
But this squad OP. Kind of. On defense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
This nigga over here blitzing the fuck out of real.
Here's Carr to throw. He finds McKinnon, complete. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play.
Get away.
Battle here on 3rd and long.
You can't escape me.
T-Ski, you gonna blitz with me too, T-Ski, bro?
No, man. The reason why I'm doing this is because of how this team is built. Like, this team is built to play exactly how I'm playing. If that makes any sense.
No.
Like, this is the original Jaguars built through free agency and, or not even free agency because niggas ain't had no money. See, that's the thing about having a real young team. When it's time to pay them, you got to pay everybody.
This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, out in Los Angeles,
and look, the dude keep coming out in the same set, and I just don't get it, bro. I mean, if you want to keep getting sacked, then that's on you.
Throwing on 1st down is Carr. That's complete to the Memphis man.
Oh shit, he got it. He scored. Motherfucker, I wanted to zap him.
Yeah, he made an adjustment on that one.
That's a good one.
I seen him making an adjustment too.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Niggas be hauling
and
ass.
Sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
He went all the way into the end zone. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Oh shit, the realest Klansman got his bazooka activated. The Klansman.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
A quick throw complete to Chark. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Let's go.
This one out quickly to Westbrook. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Set 15 Lonnie. 15 Lonnie. 54. Yeah. Check. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Out of the gun now on third down. He completes it to Westbrook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. How about 25 yards on third down? They'll take it.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Let's go. 70, Indy. Hey, they're scared. Watch safety creep. Creeping. Safety's creeping.
They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A 21-yard touchdown run as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. What a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns and's got him in the lead. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Go Chiefs.
From the 30 on second down, Carr going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Here's Jacobs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys and continue to get upfield and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit third quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Yep. I need one over here. Hey, exit. Mike 54. Mike 54. It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Hey, watch Sam. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Drop deep. Mike's 5-4. Get it.
He'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cleveland Farrell make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Here's Logan Cook now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And now that'll kick out of bounds, and this is going to be spotted back at their own 30. Oh, man. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the fourth. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Carr now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
29.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Watch. 29.
Throwing now is Carr. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Gostkowski for the point after. Now that shaves a bit off the lead. It's now a 23-point game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
54, right there. Ready?
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Able to find a lot of empty space there. Picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's get off the field, D.
On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Hey, Alpha. Mike spot four. Come on, D. Look at me. Zipper. Two.
Here's 2nd and 8. Looking for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, and now it's second down. To throw again. Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot. Move that down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Carr. For right side here, complete. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A good pickup there, a 22. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Carr now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To try again after the sack. Carr. Wide open receiver complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points, but he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that will get him one closer. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 38.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down in the hands of the wrong team.
At the 16-yard line. Now, 585. Hey, pick your game up. Tie that left, tie that left. 3 down, 3 down.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. The quick slant caught, and he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Zach Ertz, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
Hey, Echo. 56, the mark, boys, 56. Check.
Shotgun now for Carr. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
Let's go.
Just because you went out there and scored and we're scoring.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Hey, high 7. 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 52. Hey, Charlie. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking long for Westbrook. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 41 yards. Caught here by Conley. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's a 2nd and 7. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Chris Conley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well in hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with it. I struggle. But on the other, the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I'll guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
Well, there you go. Just your everyday leading big and you onside kick it with a lead. They got it. I mean, it worked, but interesting call.
I think because they have such a margin, they feel a little bit bolder about what they're doing. And it's not only just to try and increase their lead, but that's their way of saying we're in full control of this game and we can kind of do what we want.
Let's go, D. Big series right here, so we got to step it up. Mike's 54. Mike. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want?
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll hit the road.
There we go.
Bring the limes in. She wanna pull up to the crib, we can't dine in. Up right away, couldn't even get a vine in. Straight with the money, we aligned in. Tell me how they broke, tryna chime in. Jesus watching over, he in diamonds. He the only reason why do not get violent. Hey, cause he gave me patience.